All right, my name is Lieutenant Butler, homicide commander for the Atlanta Police Department. So at approximately 5:20 p.m. today, Zone 6 officer was dispatched to multiple people shot located at 464 Boulevard. Upon arrival, they located 4 individuals, multiple ages, 3 males and 1 female shot. The one male that is 18 years of age was transported to Grady, and unfortunately he was pronounced deceased. Right now, we're still working on the incident. We have a female that was also shot. She is okay. She was just an innocent bystander in this incident. So we're still reviewing the video to determine exactly what happened. The motive right now is undetermined. We've got detectives down at the hospital trying to gather a statement. But the apartment complex has been cooperative and has been able to help us try to get some video. And we've reached out to our federal partners with the ATF to help with some processing of some evidence. So like I said, right now, just looking to determine some information. And like the ages, we have a 16-year-old male, 17-year-old male, 23-year-old female, and then the 18-year-old male was pronounced deceased at the hospital. So that's kind of what we're working with now. And we're still waiting on some stuff to transpire.
I was just told that this happened inside the elevator.
The main incident happened outside, and our decedent had made it into the apartment complex. We're unsure if he lives here. We're still working on that preliminary information.
So we're talking about this complex right here.
Correct, 464. Mm-hmm.
As far as the ATF, is that because so many people were shot? The number of shell cases? What's kind of that?
So
background?
they help us out with our ballistic evidence. We did recover a couple firearms. So we usually call them in, and they assist us with getting our ballistics process.
Big area taped off. Why so large? Can you kind of explain?
It is rather large.
It's happened there and back there. And
Yeah,
over there?
it started off, and then a couple of the people took off running. So we located them a short distance away.
What about cameras? Is there a lot in the elevator and in the lobby?
We're still working with the complex to see what they have, but they have been cooperative. Actually, they were pretty quick on scene to help us out, so they've done a great job for us.
The resident says the inside of the elevator is covered with blood.
Okay.
We saw the K9 unit running through this, or not running, but you guys kind of watching, kind of following a trail. Suspects in custody at this point, or could
So
they be
we
involved?
do have some people detained. We're still determining what their role is. So once we try to piece everything together, it's still preliminary to call them suspects right now. We're still working on that.
You said the woman was an innocent bystander. Is this somebody who was done, did she even know any of them? Was
Wrong
she just
place.
walking on the street?
We're still working on that. Yeah.
Can you talk at all about any past incidents that took place in this building? We've heard that it's been kind of a nuisance over the years.
I can't speak to that right now. The residents would know better than me, but just public affairs and crime analysis would be able to give you that data if you'd like it.
Threats to the public?
No, we don't appear there's any threats to the public. Looks like this was an isolated incident here in front of the complex.
One last question from me. Would you say anything to the people who might be a little afraid even now at this time still?
Like I spoke to, it doesn't look like there's any known threats, but I would say, if you see somebody doing something they shouldn't, a little illegal, call 911. That's what we're here for. If you see something, say something. We'll respond. That's what we're here for. So yeah.
And you did mention suspects, so not just these 4 people or 3 people shooting each other. You do have people in custody, or
Like I reiterated, they're not in custody. Detained and in custody, totally different situation. So it's still preliminary. So if anything does transpire that goes to arrest, we'll let that notified through public affairs.
If the people that you have currently detained is a part of the actual shooting itself, what charges could they be facing?
That's something we'll consult with the district attorney's office. We're in contact with them, and they were on scene. So if that does transpire, we'll reach out to them and make sure the appropriate charges are levied on them.
Last thing for me, just those ages again, just to reiterate, the 16.
16, 17, 18, all black males, 23-year-old black female.
Okay.